In our first interaction, we bring face to face a real-life mother-daughter duo. One who was the diva of 1960s and 70s, while the other, a sweetheart from the 1990s. 61-year-old Tanuja compares notes with 38-year-old Kajol about the industry's cutthroat slugfest, which back then was more about building humane relationships.
The whole commercialization of the film industry, I feel personally, is that it just is not appropriate for it to be so commercialized. It's basically the film industry when it was our time, say 30 years back. It was more of a family organization. There was no caste, creed, religion. There was no bar. If even a worker, like say a light man, was, had a problem, it was like the whole industry, including the actors, the producers, the directors, everybody went out to give him a hand to help him. Whoever was closest to him, he was ours. He belonged to the film industry. We were a family.
Even people who had not worked with her or who had worked with her, they all looked out for me because I was, ye to hamari hai, ye Tanuji ki beti hai. It was that when I grew up and I joined the film industry, the first thing, everyone, oh, aap Tanuji ki bhai, ye to Tanuji ki beti hai, ye to hamari hai, ye hamari bachchi hai, ye Tanuji ki beti hai. It was just that. It was like a natural adoption. The glamour quotient was so much higher at that point of time. Even they were classy. Everybody was.
Even a van was classy.
Yeah, there was no slutty appeal. There was nothing below a certain level. Everybody was always at a level or above. That was the best part of it, I think.
And you could definitely categorize. That this was the heroine, this was the van. Today, I don't know who's who. I'm frankly telling you this. There are hardly any clothes that they wear, whether it's the heroine or the vamp. And the makeup is the same. Every look is the same. And it's, for me, it becomes very confusing.
Today, the film industry has grown from those 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 people to a lot more. A lot more people have entered the film industry in a lot more specialized fields. So the more people you have, the more corporate it gets, the more business-like it gets, it's bound to lose that familiarity. First, I know when mom entered the film industry, she probably knew everybody by name, their fathers, their grandfathers, their children's names, how old they were and their birthdays. Now it's very difficult to do so. It's really difficult. Seriously, a unit used to be of 100 people used to be, oh my god, such a big unit. Now you're going up to 350, 400 person unit. I do not want to be known as part of a controversy rather than for my work. I would rather be known for my work than to be known for, which controversy was I last part of, or which statement did I make last, which was so controversial and so damning to everybody. And frankly, I really believe this. And if I have a problem with somebody, I would rather say it to their face than in front of 100 people when the other person whom I'm talking about is not even there. It doesn't make sense to me. If I have a problem with you, I will hold you up to it and I will tell you, listen, I have a problem with you, let's sort this out. Or let's not sort it out, let me slap you and get it out of the way. But, see, I'm much less, than you. I'm much more, kind of pacifist. I'm a pacifist, basically.
Yeah, in other words, she's saying that I'm not. But it's right. I am not a pacifist. I cannot be a pacifist. If I see something that I don't like, I will say it. I don't like this. And then deal with it. Whoever I'm saying it to, deal with it. I won't be outright rude. I will say it in a very nice way. I will say, listen, buddy, I really don't like the way you're doing whatever you're doing. And I would suggest you don't do it in front of me. You want to do it somewhere else, please go ahead. If that person turns around and reacts to what I'm saying, I will just walk away from there. Because I'm not going to deal with that reaction.
There are very few people who have the guts to do that. There are very few people who have the guts to do that.
I will not react to his reaction to me. I refuse to react. I acted. I did what I had to do. what I wanted to do, what I felt was appropriate for me to do. There is no right and wrong. It is what I thought was appropriate. That was the truth for me. Not the truth for you, that's your problem, not mine.
Today, we have a lot more nuclear families, which is why the working mom per se has come into being. And also the fact that women are working a lot more today. At the time when mom was working, there weren't a lot of women working at that time. So she was an anomaly. I am more of a part of what is happening today rather than an anomaly or a phenomenon. My mother was a phenomenon at that time. I mean, there were times as a kid when I was like, why can't you sit at home and make food for us instead of like going out and working from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night? And she'd be like, are you kidding? I don't cook like that. So I'd be like, yeah, okay, mom, whatever.
No, but it was, it was always like, I didn't have any pressure because my mother was there, my grandmother was there. But I liked being a mother and I liked spending quality time with my children. And that quality time is what made a difference. I could not be a hands-on mother because I needed the money. I needed to support my children. I needed to, give them the good education. And I needed to support my family as well. So it was a different ball game altogether.
As a mother also, when I tell Nissa very categorically that this is baby something that I need to do. It's something that I need to do. I do not stop you from doing what you need to do, even as a child. I respect that in you, that if you need to do this, you need to do this. And therefore, I expect and demand the same respect from you for my work. It's my work. For work is work. Work is worship. Work is something that you will never stop. I will never stop you from doing, and you will never stop me from doing.